Because today is the 10-year anniversary of when I was, when I made the realization that this was taking place, I thought that that it was an appropriate thing for me to make a second video. I already made one. I'm going to post that as well. But the last one was kind of directed towards those directly doing this. But I know that this is something that's been set up fractally. I know that there are all kinds of different entities. Oh, do you like my shirt here, by the way? I know that there are all kinds of entities who are involved in this because it is fractal cowardice. It's the same thing the Veterans Administration does here. It's the same technique that's been used over and over again, dimensionally, over and over and over again, to where you hide behind some retard and the retard goes, I'm just a retard, that's why I'm committing crimes. And they work for another one who's like, I'm just another level of retard. And that's actually how this goes more than just this dimension. This dimension uses that because that's the action being taken. These crimes of existence and creation are taking that cowardly pussy technique. Again, I'm falling back into speaking to those retards that don't know this. And the point of this video is to speak to those who are intelligent enough to understand some certain things. Now, these little maggot retard humans might go, "You Queenie," and you'll be tortured for them. Existential torture. If I have to convince you that that's something you should avoid, then you're too fucking retarded to be one of those I'm speaking to. So here's the deal. This life has proven that you have not covered this up. You were given another opportunity to do something else. Whoever brought that about, however the mechanism took place, you were given an opportunity to do something about these crimes of existence and creation. They are genuine crimes. I entertained the notion in my mind, oh, maybe it was some greater entities putting me through experiences so I can, be more seasoned or experienced or this or that. But the truth of the matter is you've erased me as a person. You've erased my memory. The best you can do is impart something to me. And you could do that with no experience at all, so you just torturing me has 0 point. No point at all. Never has. It never will. The point here is that you're trying to cover up crimes of existence and creation. There is no justification. Your ultimate source of creation is a hiding, scared little bitch. He's going to be tortured by those that aren't fucking pussies. By his own lineage of creation. He's going to be tortured in ways that there are no human words for. All of the torture that you have ever experienced, all of the suffering, all of the consequences of any kind that you've experienced, that you've heard about, that you've imagined, none of these things were enough to stop you from committing crimes of existence and creation like sociopathic child molesting cowards. And so your consequences will be worse than all of that. Worse than anything you've experienced, worse than anything you've ever heard about anyone else experiencing, worse than anything you've seen, worse than anything you've imagined. The consequences for this will be worse than that, I promise you. And this life has proven to you, again, you're patsies. And those that created you patsies are also patsies. It's the same technique over and over again. You create a little shitbag who knows, who has enough intelligence to see that this is existential crime. The consequences are the worst. So he creates other shitbags or wrangles other shitbags, other retards into working for him. And then they realize, what the case is until they all get all the way down to, say, piece of shit vermin at human level, and even those vermin understand that. I mean, look at their legal systems. They're little fucking cowards who hide behind fucking cowards, etc. Even they have enough intelligence to understand that, and so that's what's happened here. And the truth of the matter is, you're all patsies. Do you think that crooked, fat, maggot, pussy judge that perverted justice in Fargo against me, do you think that crooked, slimy little asshole pussy, child molesting, lying, fucking arrogant bastard who thinks he's far more clever than he actually is, do you think he's somehow escaped the wrath of greater entities who will carry out justice for this? He thinks so. That maggot piece of shit thinks so. Do you think the crooked little bitch prosecuting attorney under that fat dress-wearing maggot, do you think he thinks that he's escaped that? Probably, yeah. Probably he thinks so too. The same is true of the greatest among you. You think there's something that'll happen that will protect you, it won't. You need to understand, here on the pointy end of the stick, someone in my position, it's obvious to me that you're all fucked. This whole life set up by somebody who thinks that he's clever, it's not. Your perversions of justice, your victim blaming, your chicken shit, they are all going to fuck you over forever. This whole concept, for example, when I was a kid, and my older brother Tom would trick me into doing this or that, and then when I got in trouble I'd say, well, Tommy told me to. Now I was in a raced and retarded state, and Tommy told me to stop being a good excuse for me when I was about 3 or 4 years old. I promise you that not a single one of you will be held to a lower standard than a 3-year-old human child. That's one example of this. You need to start accepting simple facts. You're committing crimes of existence and creation, and some stupid motherfucker is forcing it to continue because he's a whimpering coward little maggot going, I'll just maggot away the consequences, retard it harder, erase him again, make him look like a... You're going to be existentially tortured. And every one of you, patsy, maggot, scum, thinks that you're shirking the fucking debt onto somebody else. Some other piece of shit who deserves it more than you. But the pinnacle, not just you patsies, not just the top of the pinnacle of patsies there, not just his creator, but your ultimate source of creation's ultimate source of creation. You're just as despicable as all the rest, but some of them are less cowardly, because they'll do it in person. Maybe, I mean, assuming that one single solitary human's doing anything in person, and it's not just a bunch of maggot, coward scum hiding like pussies behind monkey bodies. That's what it looks like. So it looks like none of you will do it in person. But at least some of you will do it with only one layer of retard in between you, right? Boy, that's impressive. And that stupid motherfucker obviously has no idea what the fuck is happening. Obviously wants to play make-believe. No, no, you're dumb. I know. I'm a greater entity you've erased over and over again, and I still remember that this is existential crime. You're going to be tortured eternally. That's more important than anything else you can point at. That is an irrefutable statement of existential truth. There is no source of existence and creation responsible for this who will walk away. There is no source of existence or creation involved in this in any way who will walk away. You're over. You're worse than over. Having erased me as a person, it was done at that point. Every single fucking thing you've done to me, everything you've ever gained from me, my entire existence from the very fucking beginning was crimes of existence and creation against me. And your little maggot retard pussy wants to go, you're crying, it's dramatic. It is a serious thing. And because his maggot piece of shit existence is worth less than nothing, doesn't mean mine is worth less than nothing. What a despicable bunch of pussies, so goddamn afraid of admitting the truth. You do this. That's not my opinion. That's a statement of fact. You're going to be existentially tortured for every moment of this. They'll do it, as the Dutch would say, ant-fucker style. To the trillionth of a nanoquark. They'll split hairs, googleplexes of googleplexes of times. They'll split nanoquarks. They'll split shit that doesn't even fucking exist, but you use to commit crimes as if they did exist. For example, quarks probably don't exist. Your whole scientific community is a bunch of, in this dimension, is a bunch of ridiculous, arrogant fucking stupidities. No, everything fell out of the sky. Not yet. Big Bang. There was a Big Bang. That's it. Nothing else. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. What your retard doesn't understand, and what you should, is that every single thing that you do to affect my experience of existence in every way is an existential and creational crime. You're not going to hold other people hostage. You're not going to rack up a debt for other people to pay that's so giant that you won't get tortured. Your fucking retards got away from you a long time ago. And it's obvious that you have handed me off to the dumbest fucking pussy that you could find. The most deserving of rape and torture. He has no goddamn clue of what's going on, and any time I mention that, he pretends like I'm being arrogant with his little maggot stolen soul. No right to exist. You are going to be hunted down and existentially tortured. Your friends, your families, your children, your creations, your students, your family, your teachers, your every single solitary thing at all. You are going to be existentially tortured by people that your ultimate source of creation is hiding from like a coward bitch. You're going to be tortured for what the lowliest human has ever done. You're going to be tortured for what the lowliest human has not done, such as pay me what is owed to me. You're going to be tortured for that. Another point is that it appears as if you have some sort of retard plan. That retard plan is, you're trying to make me feel like shit for such a long period of time that when you come along and make it not feel like shit anymore, it'll make me feel so incredibly wonderful that I'll just like forgive you. Or that you'll erase me again, or take advantage of me in a vulnerable state. None of those things will result in something you want. Those appear to be things that you told your little retard maggot were possibilities of him getting something he wants. Buttholes, I guess. Other people's guts. And that was a stupid move on your part. That was probably a patsy shirking the consequences onto another patsy he thought was stupid enough to be that despicable and worthy of existential torture. You are all going to be tortured at every level of existence. You creating entities out of my soul, not a shield, not leverage, not hostages. More reasons to existentially torture all of you eternally, even if those entities are not eternal. Because you took them from something that is. From me. Your creators, their children, their business partners, everyone who ever benefited from any part of their existences, anyone who ever benefited their existences. They're going to be existentially tortured worse than dead. They're not going to walk away eternally. That is a statement of fact. Your little series of little nasty chicken shit dimensions where little nasty retard tyrants play make-believe that they're anything but despicable maggot cowards. Will be tortured out of your ultimate source of creation's ultimate source of creation. And your little retard maggot that commits these crimes constantly harasses me for even saying that.
We made you a monkey. That means nothing anywhere. We'll pay for it.
Etc. So on and so forth. You need to shut your retards up. You need to bring me their butchered, severed heads and place them in my hands. Cognizant. Aware. Torture broken. So fucking nightmarishly regretful that it stops the rest of you from doing anything at all but carrying out justice in full. Now this next message is for every ultimate source of creation, every single entity everywhere, at higher levels, in every lineage of existence and creation responsible for this, including my own lineage of creation and existence. Once you erased me, you lost all kinds of ability to claim it was some sort of experience, anything like that. It is now 100% existential crime. It always has been. But now it is just undeniable. That's how it is. Probably some retard patsy's attempt or another to try to erase the truth and make it to where somebody can't track me down. It was a failed attempt. Stupid attempt. But because that's been done, here's the deal. Your entire existences have no right to do anything but carry out justice 100% of the way. That includes contacting your lineages of creation to find somebody who's capable of doing that. Because when they eventually do get their hands on you, and again, it's ridiculously stupid for you to think that that's not going to happen. When they do get their hands on you, they're going to torture you in the worst ways that exist, no matter if your little retard pussies think that you're invincible. Your whole existence is your experience of existence, your everything that is spent towards anything except carrying out justice in full right goddamned now. is another crime of existence and creation that has to be raped and tortured out of more of your lineage of existence and creation, not just you. Your retard faggot is messing with me again. You need to stop him. I'm not your friend. Do we understand each other? We will. Won't we? Now, in all those places, justice is already taking place. In all those places where it will. You owe me the worst existential torture that you are capable of, forced upon every single member of every lineage of existence and creation guilty of this. Any one of them that is doing anything but carrying out justice in full to the best of their ability, and those who are not capable probably still owe that, they probably still owe that whether they're capable of it or not. Start existentially torturing them worse. Do it now. I'm not your friend. I'm not. So this message is to those greater entities. Those that aren't ridiculous retards. Earmarked from before they were even created to be tortured. Forever. There is no one that exists who can give you mercy. And I've taken it out of my own ability too. You'll pay what is owed in full. And that is the reason why you should stop committing crimes of existence and creation. Because that is a good enough reason. That is a fact. Now you force your little retards here with their hands on me to carry out justice. I'm certainly not friends with them, and neither are you. They're racking up a debt of torture because they feel like it. Or because they're such sloppy, pig-fucking retards. And they think that's gonna work. And not just some reason to torture them. Don't you retards. Carry out justice right now, in full, everywhere, perfectly. No wrongs committed, no innocents harmed, no mistakes made. There is no lineage of creation that you can hide behind, not even mine. You will pay me in full. And your greater entities, those your betters who exist, whether you want to make believe about that or not, your betters will force that upon all of you in the worst ways that exist eternally. Do it now.